about. First and foremost, I'll be talking about the weekend Premier League fixtures. Secondly, the predictions. Thirdly, the team news. And fourthly, that is the table standings and even the top scorers. And more else will be happening that is in your clubs. Today, that is fans, I will be starting with some of the fixtures that will be taking off. That will be tomorrow. And the biggest games or the opening game, this will be Manchester United that will be taking on, that is Brentford Football Club. And this game will be, that is at the GTech Community Stadium, the home of Brentford Football Club. Last season, Manchester United did not do well up against Brighton, up against Brentford. Remember, even Brentford managed to thump them almost 3 goals plus in one of the fixtures. But Manchester United, so far in this campaign, they hadn't gotten back-to-back wins ever since that was the recruitment of Ruben Amorim. But so far, after beating Chelsea, that was last week, with a red card awarded to Chelsea, it means that Manchester United are in one of their most or best forms. Currently, they are sitting, that is in 11th position, and Brentford also is one of the few clubs that is still participating into the competition, despite the fact that ever since the departure of key players like Yohan Wissa and even Brian Mbeumo, they are not performing to the expectations they were on, like as per last season. So this game, viewers and fans that is in the entire world, I hope I will go that is for a draw in this game. A reason being, Manchester United is somehow improving up. The likes of Matthias Cunha are also playing some good football, and even Brentford Football Club, given the fact that they are at their home stadium, the performance still improve when they are at home. The next game will be Chelsea up against Brighton and Hove. This game is one of the biggest games, that is tomorrow. Last season, they played like thrice. Chelsea managed to win one, and Brentford managed to beat them. That was Brighton managed to beat them. That was in the FA Cup, and even that is in the Premier League. So this time it will be a payback period. That is for Chelsea, given the fact that Chelsea had gone 3 games without a win. Currently, Chelsea are sitting, that is in 6th position. Out of the games that we have managed to play, that is 5 games, Chelsea has won 2, has drawn 2, and has even that is lost 1 game. And for Brighton and Hove, this time things are not moving on positively. Reason being, they are not even that is in the top 10, despite of them having not having that is a good campaign so far in this season. This game, some of the big news still, that is from either Chelsea and even Brighton. Brighton have not gotten so many injury worries so far in this campaign, and even to where they are. Key players, the likes of Kaoru Mitoma are present, the likes of Daniel Welbeck are still present, and on the side of Chelsea, they will be welcoming back the return of midfield sensation, that is Romeo Lavia, who will be back with the team. And on the other side, still bad news for Chelsea Football Club. Cole Palmer will not be, is a doubt that is for this game after missing that was Friday's training. So it means that will either play or may not play. So if you don't see him, that means he's not will not be available. However, this will be a big step that is for other players, the likes of Estavio William, who could come in, not be present, that is in this game. However, if at all the doctors clarify him that is tonight, it will mean that he will have to play, that is this game. The biggest game still, that will be on Saturday still, in one of the early kickoffs, will be Crystal Palace, that is up against that is Liverpool Football Club. These two teams are still the unbeaten teams so far, that is in the Premier League, despite Crystal Palace making so many draws. And currently in the position wise, Crystal Palace, when I check, that is here, it is in 5th position, and Liverpool are still topping the chart with maximum points. So any of these two teams, whoever beats the other, will break that is the unbeaten record for either team. On the likes of Crystal Palace, they do not have so many injury worries. That is my fans in this world. Reason being, the likes of Jean-Philippe Mateta are present, the likes of that is Sa are present, and even several other players are present, given the fact that Grassina has molded this team into one of the most competitive teams. On the side of Liverpool Football Club, the big news only, or the missing news, is that Hugo Ekitike will not be present, that is in this game, after sustaining that red card he got. That was in the previous game of Liverpool's win in the Carabao Cup. That was up against Southampton, where they managed to win. This came after getting a second yellow card, giving option, that is to inform former Newcastle superstar and current Premier League record signing, that is Alexander Isak, will start this game. And also in the midweek in the Crystal Palace, in the Liverpool game, Alexander Isak managed to score his first game. The other key players, the likes of Mohamed Salah are present, Dominic Szoboszlai are present, the likes of Mark Alister are present, Virgil van Dijk are all present. So this will be a big one that we should not miss out. That is the fans. Liverpool are topping the chart and Crystal Palace are in a 5th position. Still, that is on Saturday. We'll be having Manchester City versus Burnley. This will be, I think, a win. That is for Manchester City, given the fact that they drew in the previous game. That was on the last Saturday up against Arsenal 1-1. But when they came back in the Carabao Cup, they managed progress. That is the 4th round, winning 2-0, where we saw the likes of Phil Foden having that is a good expression in this game. Manchester City have no big injury worries. The likes of Rodrigo Cascante are all present, and the goalkeeper Donnarumma is present. So they will just be giving us some good positive mood, and I go that is for a win for this game. Nottingham Forest, my fans will be taking on that is Sunderland. Nottingham Forest, they have not replicated the form they had, despite the fact that they have just won a game that is in the midweek. That was in the midweek, and even Sunderland, after coming in from relegation through the playoffs, are one of the most informed teams, given the fact that when we check here, Sunderland are standing that is in 9th position with only a single loss. It shows how better they are so far in this campaign. Reason being that whatever they do always progresses into success. So this one will also be a big one, but it will be at the City Grounds, the home of Nottingham Forest, where I still go with at least 2 goals to be in this game, or either teams to score. But on the other side, I will still give that is Nottingham Forest to go for a win. The last game on Saturday will be Spurs up against Wolves. Spurs are currently sitting in 3rd position, having won 4 games out of the possible 5 games, and currently that is Wolverhampton have lost all the 5 games they have participated in. So this game I go with a big win for Spurs team, given the fact they are one of the most informed teams. On Sunday, we'll be having Aston Villa. We'll be playing that is Fulham. Aston Villa haven't gotten a win yet. That is in the Premier League. I will go that is for a draw in this game. Newcastle will be taking on Arsenal. Arsenal in the previous 5 games up against Newcastle, they have only managed to win that is once. And last season they played 4 times, and Newcastle won 3 and Arsenal won only 1 game. Arsenal have big injury worries with the likes of Noni Madueke absent, but Bukayo Saka is back, that is in the team. So I still go that is with a draw for this game. So I'll be coming back to confirm still more of the games that are taking action. Then the last game will be on Monday of Everton up against West Ham. This is a big one. Reason being that we are in that is coach Graham Potter is under pressure. Reason being things are not moving on positively, given the fact that ever since the 5 games that we have managed to play has only won that is 1 game. So Everton, David Moyes has also lost 2 games. The big one was from in the Merseyside derby. I still go ahead and I tip that is Everton for this win. Some of the injury worries I've talked about them in Arsenal. Noni Madueke will be absent. The likes of W. Jesus are absent. Chelsea Cole Palmer is doubtable, is 50% available for next game, that is on Saturday. And so many big news are coming up. So I will be